know, this is 47 years of trauma, my 50th year of making failed cinema. And as Woody Allen says, 88% of success is just showing up. Of course, he seems to be. What are you gonna do?
And action.
I had always wanted to do a type of movie where you could have cool sets, so you could have monsters and fights and gore, and also have it be very funny.
Oh my God.
And also have it be very sincere and heartfelt and have it have like an emotional core.
Your mom would be so proud.
Legendary, who I had known, approached me with Toxic Avenger, and all of a sudden I thought, like, what a great way to be able to do that type of movie.
This way.
It has this beautiful tonal balance, and it comes across in the script, and I think is even more so what's happening here in the making of it, where you have something like the characters are all playing it straight in a very grounded, realistic way that we can relate to in the midst of a world that is extremely strange and heightened and fucked up.
We knew that there was no version of making Toxic Avenger that wasn't an R-rated, uncompromising film like the first. Otherwise, we shouldn't be making it. And I think Mekin's done a really incredible job of taking those same genres and putting them into this social satire where it's ultimately building to something that actually feels really relevant to today.
But if we can be faithful to the spirit of the original, they go for broke entertainment and the kind of, at times, deliberately lowbrow sense of humor.
Summon the nuts.
Which I love.
Pull the mask out.
And certainly the gore and the creatures. You could satisfy the original audience and also make a movie at the same time that people who had never heard of the Toxic Avenger could enjoy too.
His script is better than the original. I can't imagine it's not going to be better than the original. And it certainly will be more original than the original, I think. And you've got to look at the cast, my God.
In the original version, the Toxic Avenger, he was more of an adolescent type of hero, and to set Winston up as a little bit older, he is doing his best to raise his son, and he's failing every step of the way. And then on top of that, there's some financial pressure, which causes him to make some bad decisions.
This is a fucking robbery!
Which result in him falling into toxic waste. And so the idea of getting people on the side of this character very quickly, because spoilers, he turns into a monster 20 minutes into the movie, and then he's never really human again. But you needed to have people totally on board with that character and be on that character's side with a very short amount of screen time. And Peter Dinklage is just so good at drawing people in because he is so funny. But he also has this dramatic gravitas.
Hi, Mr. Goose.
Hi.
Winston's a tricky character because ultimately, you know, he's really a guy who's down on his luck at the beginning of the film. And Pete brought such incredible warmth and humanity, but without losing the core of character to Winston.
Winston tries his best, and he's all heart, and he stops at nothing to make Wade, who's still suffering the loss of his mom, to feel better. 1 second, Wade, you're gonna love this!
Winston, as a dad, he has to do the right thing on looking after him, whether Wade appreciates it or not. And, you know, working with Peter, he's so brilliant.
You have these early scenes between Jacob and I that are just so loving and tender. Jacob does such a brilliant job at it, pretending he's not really being touched or find funny what I'm doing, you know, because teenagers, God forbid, they enjoy the company of their parents.
Wade is such an important part because you have to buy into what he's going through and his sort of uncertainty in the world, and so you need a younger actor who can bring that kind of texture and sort of depth to it.
Do you want some air? It's pretty hot.
Oh, no, you take it. You're the talent. Please.
Yeah, but wisdom before you.
Taylor Page plays JJ, who becomes Toxie's ally in fighting BTH.
She's trying to get this liquid that would expose them. He is trying to get money to pay for his surgery. So they run into each other. Come on! And it's almost like a cosmic intersection. And shit starts to pop off.
You realize what's at stake here? Everything!
friend! Dude, Kevin Bacon he's incredible. And to have Kevin play that character, which is so inflated ego-wise and is so much fun, is just a thrill.
Bob Garbinger is a guy who is selling the public a bunch of garbage that is under the guise of making people healthy, and it's all bullshit.
Ooh, it's got a new tingling sensation. BTH, they think of everything.
And just on a dime, he just loses his shit. That's something that Megan was very clear about in the script. It's something that we have a lot of fun putting together.
Elijah Wood plays his younger brother, who's definitely not pretty.
Fritz is sickly, hunchbacked, club-footed. Very early on in the process, when Macon had done some designs for characters, he actually sent me a sort of drawing of Fritz. So with the script came this drawing of Fritz, and I'm like, fuck, that's the character that this is amazing.
Megan texted me a shot of him in his full Fritz, and I just was like, this is so great. It's such a funny, interesting idea that these two guys, which couldn't be more different, are brothers.
We've got on one side, there's Winston and Wade trying to find this connection, and then on the other side, Fritz is trying very desperately to forge a connection with Bob.
I read this script, and it gave me even more appreciation for what Macon had done. Everybody kind of has their own motivation and hidden truth and emotional core, and I think that's also what makes it richer and more connective.
Macon, he loves movies, he loves trauma. It's clear he's seen most of the films I've directed.
Trauma movies, Lloyd Kaufman movies.
This is Toxic Tutu, if I ever saw it.
Who are definitely like an inspiration in terms of if you just throw enough berserk shit at the screen, then people will be entertained.
Do you want to cover these? Or I don't mind, it's up to you.
I like them.
I'm supposed to be old man, so
yeah.
Why not? Leave it.
It's not the funniest version of the Lloyd cameo would be for him to be calling me an idiot and just basically being like, you fucked up my movie.
I'm such a narcissist. I paid my way out here to be in the remake of the reimagining of Toxic Avenger.
Bunch of crap.
What?
You heard me.
You heard me? You got a problem?
Yeah, this is a hospital. This ain't no rodeo.
Yeah, I'm aware. Macon has, I think, added more pathos with the son and, Toxie trying to get an agent on the phone with the insurance. I think that's what makes Toxie work.
It's a really good group of people, everybody, the cast and crew, because it's Macon. Macon sets such a tone of camaraderie and high energy, and everybody wants to do a great job.
Lloyd, for him to be able to actually be here in person and see the sets and see the props, felt like he got a real kick out of that.
Welcome to Tromaville. I'm Mayor Lloyd Kaufman. I think you'll enjoy Tromaville.
Tromaville needed to be its own mythological world. It is recognizable in some ways. The vibe of it has this layer of decay and strangeness to it.
The whole of Tromaville, it's been very much practical sets.
Whoa! Holy cow, this is amazing.
The backlot street, we turned it into the Tromaville main street. The inspiration for that was a lot of kind of New York in the 1990s.
Oh yeah. Walking onto a set is such a thrill. It gives you that movie magic feeling of disappearing into something and then also something coming alive before your eyes. Wow, this is rad.
The colors in Wade and Winston's apartment are quite muted. Whereas you come out, there's a specific color I've used that's supposed to be like the evil spreading through the town.
The blue-collar underdog space has become now peeled back and is a visual representation of the way that the BTH factory has just infiltrated itself into the everyday life.
There's just so much detail, and the art department just goes above and beyond with every little thing has its own inner life.
I was actually just at the Miss Meat burger shop. The amount of detail, things that you'll never see in the film, is truly astounding. There's a QR code on the packaging for like a burger, and it actually works.
It'll go to a Miss Meat website. It's silly really, because no one's ever gonna do it, but little things like that makes a huge difference really.
Working with Alex, it has this kind of magical realism quality to it.
Was sort of the intention when we were talking about designing the sets or the costumes or the makeup.
How does the makeup feel for you, Louisa?
Quite close fitting, and it can be quite, it's not heavy, but it can be quite insulating. So, I mean, it feels like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like if you have moss on your face for the whole day, you notice that it's an extra weight, but it starts to feel like a second skin after a while.
My character turns into a toxic monster. I don't play the monster. I have a double.
Are you Peter? You don't sound like Peter.
For all intents and purposes, I am Peter, known as the Dink.
My name is Louisa Guerrero, and I am Toxie, the Toxic Avenger.
Promise you, I am not a pervert.
Having done a lot of prosthetic makeup stuff in the past, this is that times 100 because it's a full body suit.
You've got this mech skin head with her animatronic eye. And then the other pieces, we've got a silicone face piece, we've got a brow piece, we've got a silicone neck piece. And then from there, everything down all goes to foam latex. So we have a foam latex torso, both the arms are foam latex. Then we have silicone gloves.
When I learned that I wasn't going to be needed for all of that, that we had this brilliant person doing it for me, that was a bit of a blessing too, because the idea of it's great, but the day in this summer Bulgarian heat, it would have been tough.
I like to use the block out of your mind technique, where you tell yourself it isn't as hot as it is. A bit like, gaslighting. You just gaslight yourself, and you tell yourself you're crazy. It's not really hot. It's actually really cool. You just think it's hot. So that's really a healthy way to deal with it. Anyone got any sunblock?
I've worked with a lot of creature performers in my 23 years in the industry. Louisa, she's an amazing creature performer.
As an actor, it's just great to play. It's like being a kid again, especially when you're dressed head to toe in green. My favorite thing about Toxic Avenger is how Toxie is like in a costume rather than a CGI monster, when it's there in the moment and it's actual stunts. I think there's something so magical and special about movies like that.
Toxie, he's not a martial artist. He's not this super, hero who can do all these backflips. He's not a gymnast. He's not a ninja. He is a guy who knows how to throw a few punches and now has a weapon. He mops the floor with everyone, pardon the pun.
There's action sequences and gags, and I really felt like I wanted to do practically, and so it just seemed appropriate for this particular character, this particular world.
They have the guys who control her eye movements in the suit, and it's really cool.
Cut. Very nice.
We've got an eyebrow up and down, and we've got a slight lower lid flutter. And normally we use that when Toxie's getting a little bit emotional or angry.
Just one of those little effects. Because we're doing the Toxic Avenger, it's nice to do everything we can practically rather than augmenting it with VFX. Cut!
Getting to do this particular movie with this particular crew, with these particular technicians and this cast is it is an embarrassment of riches.